Welcome back, kiddos. We are ready to continue. Hope you're having a good time wherever you're having your time right now. We're going to continue into the Cathedral of the Deep. We have cleared out the cleansing chapel and environs. So now we're into the cathedral proper, which can be fairly extensive. It'll probably take us a couple episodes to get through the cathedral proper. But we got nowhere to be, so there you go. Alright, now, there is a big old giant down there. And there are enemies up here, and there are items up here. Now, your inclination is going to be to try to run and get those items. You could do it. It is possible. However, the giant will be hitting you the whole time. So what we're going to do is we're going to roll off the edge down into the mud. And we are going to be taking a health right away and then killing the giant by destroying him from the ankles. So I'm going to try to roll here first to get a place to heal. And basically you just want to swing. You want to swing at the ankles. You can't see his health bar because it's up above. His health bar is going to be up above. So he will swing in the mud. He'll do drop steps like that one. If you ever play basketball, you know what a drop step is. And this is where you don't want to be. You don't want to be out in front of him. And you don't want to get stomped on. I think I got hit with a chain on that one. But, you know, you can't really move because you're in this mud. I would suggest you don't lock on because that will hurt your maneuverability and will swing you out in front of him. So it's just a 20-minute fight of just hitting him in the legs until he is no more. So there was that circle drop step. That's his special. That's his special move. That's all he knows. His tactical toolbox. Just keep on swinging at that ankle and he will eventually die. So there you go. So now he will not pester us and we will be able to go get those items without any turmoil. Oh, I was excited about getting that. Get a large titanite shard. That will give us 2 from the one that we turned in from the crows up there. The maiden gear. The large titanite is what we're going to be using for the next 3 levels of our weapon. But Rosie Posey she was watching, but now she wants to go out and find her brother again. It's okay, you go ahead. Oh, she does want to go ahead. Okay, leave that right like that for you. You can be the arbiter of your fate. Come on down and open up these doors. And grab the Saint's Bident. The Saint Bident is, I'll show you the moveset as soon as I grab this right here. The Saint Bident is a spear with 2 blades on the front. So in one-hand mode. And with a spear, you can attack from behind your shield. All the spears in the Souls games, you can keep your guard up and poke. The R2, the held R2, and then the 2-hand R1. It's just a stronger charged R1, a little bit of a lunge, and then the weapon art is a big old lunge, like that. which will go through multiple enemies. So if you're a Spear Faith build, it scales off of its primary attribute is Faith that it will scale from. So we are not, so we're not going to use it. So go back to our long sword. +3. We're going to head up. Now we're a little bit out of order since we've come down. You're meant to come from up there around the top and go that way, but we're going to be going through the bottom over here, going up backwards. So it'll be a bit different. Rolling is the fastest way to get through the mud. Those clouds will poison you. Right where that guy drops down. Not poison you, they will degrade your weapons and gear, ultimately breaking them. Okay, the clank clank clanking you're hearing is from a fat lady who's up there. So we're going to come through here. We want to come around this way because there's going to be enemies. If we try to fight the guy who's here, we're not going to have the time because these guys are going to be zipping all around us. And the last thing you want when you're fighting a big dude is enemies around you. Especially those guys. They zip all around you and cut at your knees and legs. And it really sucks. Sucks bad. Get rid of Sneaky Pete up here. There's another Sneaky Pete right there. I don't know if I can hit him with this arrow. Ow. Oh, he actually dropped down. I think that's the one that chased us up the stairs. There's going to be another blob. I don't know what you call these guys. Up there. I usually try to come in and just grab the spell. Don't even worry about trying to kill that thing. It's a waste of bombs at this point. You're going to need your bombs. Okay. So you heard the mace guy firing up his mace down there. And you can hear also that wheezing thing is the little guy. So there's another little guy down there. I just kind of want to eyeball where he is. Yeah. Now there is a fat lady up here. She, this is a terrible place to try to fight her. So we're going to go up the stairs, or up the ladder here, and we're going to run past her. We're going to roll. Oh my god, I rolled into her like a noob. You saw how much health she took. Grab the ember, and then we're going to run. And we died. That had stink written all over it right from the beginning. So we got to get all the way back there for our souls. But it's going to be easier because the giant is dead and we'll be able to come from the other side. The problem is, though, that they're still up there. So our souls are still up there that we got to get. So that's a little bit annoying. But, you know, what can you do? We're going to be getting a nice ring over here. Don't fall in the hole, you will die. So what I always end up doing is forgetting to send elevators back down, and then I'll run in my anxiousness to get my souls back, and I'll run to where I think the elevator is, but because it's dark I don't see that the elevator's there, and I'll plunge to my death, and I'll get very salty. Alright, so we were going to have to come back up here anyway, so, you know, that's fine. The giant is no longer going to be a bother because we have killed the giant. So now you can come grab all of this stuff. That's the ring that we want. So let's see if we can put it on real fast here. So we're going to take off the blood bite ring and we're going to put on... Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Here it is. And when your HP is full, your sword will hit... I think it's 10% harder. Can't really remember how much harder. I hate having this guy way over here because this is what he does. And then you get hit like that, and it's just doesn't let you target him, and it's just stupid. Okay, so our souls are up there, so we want to go back up there. Let that guy suicide. Don't worry about him. You can hear her pounding around up there. She's coming close to the ladder, actually, I think. Oh, the souls are always where you started sprinting, which is good for us, because now we can just come down here and not even have to worry about Fat Lady. Now, of course, these dudes will be back, respawned. We might as well kill these guys now, since we're here. Bingo bango. We kind of want this guy to jump up so he doesn't jump down on us. Hi, I'm right here. Hi, you gonna come up? There we go. Up there he went. He's not bright. He ain't real bright at all. Maybe he's gonna be running up this hallway. Oh! How did he get behind us? Maybe there's another one. I think there's another one because here he is right here. Go ahead and plunk him in the dome. Maybe twice. Here we go. Alright. Last thing you want is those things in here because we're going to have a mimic chest. And normally, unless I'm doing a faith build, I don't get this chest because it's just kind of a pain. Because you're in a very contained area, you're rolling all over the place. There's all kinds of crap in the way. But this is a 100% walkthrough, so you see him, it's not round, so it is not sound. Just hit him a couple times. And this one, I think, no, it's the same kind. Some of them are like dogs, and they will go onto all fours. Okay, that was... Can I just express the level of crap that was right there? Can I express the level of crap that was right there? He teleported through his body to grab me. Yeah. There's definitely stuff in Souls games that are a load of crap. That was a perfect example of a load of crap, because we had cleared out all of the enemies and now we're stuck going again, and I didn't send the elevator back down again out of my impatience. There will be things like that for some reason the designers think isn't cheating, but it absolutely 100% is. There are a couple boss fights in this game that are just rampant with garbage. By and large, they're pretty fair, but there are some that are just... I'm looking at the Nameless King as a perfect example of a fight that is just full of crap. So we're back, round 2. Not like we were very far away, so I guess it's okay, but it just is annoying. There are times, and if you're on your first adventures through Dark Souls, you will rage because there are things that are just... I mean, the game is hard enough, and then when it does stuff like that, it's just super irritating. And then I'll get impatient. Instead of just doing the one swing circle around, I'll try to get more than one swing in. Just circle around. do it this way. Not that hard. And you get the Deep Braille Divine Tome, which will have other miracles in it. They will be darker miracles, though. Okay, so we do have to kill those jumpers, though, because we don't want to fight this knight, this Cathedral knight with bad guys running around behind us. To do this again. Try to pull this dude up. Hi, come on up. He was climbing in midair, which was... Oh, there are 3 guys. Here's the other guy. That the guy followed us down the stairs last time. Okay, so now we're ready to head back down. Got the one little guy who jumped down. Unfortunately, he's not going to be right out the window like the other guy was. But I see him hiding over there. Bye. Bye. Okay, now this Cathedral Knight has a mace, which he will then infuse with magic or miracle damage. The secret to this guy is to dodge and roll, when he's not doing that, to the mace side. And when he does that, you can usually get in. Tracking on those hits are so big. But you can see he's really strong, he's really aggressive. And if it isn't bad enough that he's strong and aggressive, he has these bombs that will hit out onto the surface. And once again, I cannot get my kick on. Ow. So dodge to his mace side, and should be okay. When you dodge against the mace side to the shield side, he will track with the mace and hit you. He will also smash you in the face with the shield. Okay, we're going to run in here. And when I was talking about cheating before, this is one of the things. There's a big old spider thing that jumps down. Now, unless you have range, it will, when you try to get in there, first of all, it'll jump in the air. It will, I'm trying to hit his head. It will put down a cloud that will break all of your armor and all of your gear. So you can go in and fight him in melee range if you wish, but I refuse to play that way. So Aldrich Sapphire is a ring that will... I don't remember what all the rings do. So you recover focus points from critical attacks. So backstabs, or if you're able to kick open a guard and step in and get a critical that way. Alright, now we're going to use an ember. We're not going to use an ember just yet. We're going to kill one of the enemies who's out here. It's going to really be annoying first. There's another NPC in this area that we want to fight kind of over here. But you got to be embered to have him come, and since this is a 100% walkthrough, in order to get his gear, you've got to kill him. So he will be showing up here shortly. Yeah, so we want to kind of fight him over in this area if we can. There he is, Longfinger Kirk. He is, he has a bunch of thorns on his armor, he has thorns on his weapon. If you can stun lock him, every time he rolls, he will hit you and you'll get damage, and his weapon causes bleed. So it's a lot of it is just stamina management. So don't worry about him hitting you with his armor. I did a bleed build once where I used this guy's armor just to add another level of stuff. But he's easily enough dispatched. And you get his straight sword and his spiked shield. And we are going to be getting the rest of his gear as well. Okay. Now you proceed over here. And I've never really been exactly clear about all of these levers, but there are 3 of them in the game. They form like what look like bridges, but they don't all work like bridges. And I've never taken the time to figure out exactly what bridge does what. This was the area where we killed the giant. This is the area where we came from. This is the area where we are progressing to get our second shortcut. Alright, now there'll be a couple pathers with this dude. So I try to... You'll notice that they stop when they hear an arrow hit the wall. I'll try to pull both of them. Hi, nice try. Okay, it's going to shoot his blow darts at us from over there. We don't need to really kill this knight. They do give you quite a bit of souls, though, which is nice. There we go. I guess I could just finish him off if he's not going to... Oh, here he comes. Boomba. So we'll go ahead and get this guy out here. He must have heard what we did to his buddy. He's a little bit tentative. So that lever will put up that bridge. Okay. And once again, you just... If you don't get shield bashed, just go to the mace side. Go to the mace side. Now, big hesitation on that one, which you can use to his disadvantage by getting the backstab in. And he's dead. Dead, dead, dead. Okay, there's nothing else over there. Actually, I lied. There's a large soul of an unknown traveler. Now we're going to open the shortcut. We will be using this elevator before too much longer. In fact, we'll probably be using this elevator next. I'm always torn about which direction to go. Whether to do that first or second, but here we are on the other side of the cleansing chapel. We've got quite a few souls. So we're going to head back to the Firelink and spend those souls. We did get another large Titanite shard, so we will be able to elevate our weapon to +4 additionally, which will be nice. So, might as well use all of our soul packets that we've been collecting. And I can show you the weapons that you can get with the Crystal Sage soul that we got when we beat the Crystal Sage. the last boss that we beat a couple episodes ago. I should have done that right away, but I forgot. So if you come up here to Ludleth, so you can get the homing or the crystal hail, which throws it up into the air and then it shoots down on your opponent. Doesn't hit nearly as hard as when you were in the boss fight, and you can also get his rapier, which does magic damage in addition to physical damage. So if you're a mage class, that might be for you. We're not, so we're going to nom that soul down. And get, I think it's 12,000. Wow, 3,000. Okay. Let's go ahead and elevate our damage here.
Did what?
So, get it to +4.
Pretty be careful.
Check in with Grey Rat.
Oh, hello, and in one piece.
There's nothing I think we need from him right now. We are going to be wanting some fire arrows eventually, but not now. We are going to want some bombs, actually, for what's coming up. So let's go ahead and buy, we'll buy 10 more bombs. You can only carry 20 at a time. And we're going to come over here, and we forgot to check in with Cornix.
Ah, there you are. I wish to express my gratitude for trusting as preferred.
So he gives us the pyromancy
You
flame.
won't burn yourself with it.
Okay, apparently you wanted to be excited about that. So you can learn pyromancies. I'm going to give him this tome because then he will have more pyromancies that you can buy. We do have a slot for a pyromancy. We only have one slot. So we're going to go ahead and grab this fire orb. Then we will be able to throw fireballs at people. We don't have the intelligence to use this. Eventually we're going to need 10 and 10 for the real thing that we're going to want, but we're going to go ahead and buy this for right now.
Do not be gone for long.
Yes, yes.
What is...
And the pyromancies are cast by the hand. So usually I'll put the hand over here on this side. So when you switch your weapons, then when you throw it, it will come from that hand. I usually just like to have the bow and the weapon in the right hand to flip back and forth. Once you add a third item, it starts to get a little bit too much. So we can put in our fire orb spell because we have the intelligence to use it. We do not have the faith to use Seek Guidance, and it's kind of dumb. Anyway, so there's that.
Welcome home, Ashen Speaker.
Now we're going to talk to our Shrine Maiden and get some levels. So let's get that to 18 and get that out of the way. And we'll crank that up to 19. We're going to need our strength to 24 before we start dumping back into vigor and endurance. Hopefully it's not going to become a problem for us. You never know.
Farewell.
Did we pick up any? I don't think we picked up any shards or anything along those lines. Yeah. But we're on our way back to the Cathedral of the Deep to make some more progress in our next episode. So we will see you all then.